What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. I just wanted to just come in because I saw one of the most dominant sporting events and closeout games in any sport just right now. And I figured I'd come in and see who saw it. I'm laying on the couch chilling, man, but I'm just like, let me just come in because to see 2 days in a row, two teams that have never won anything. Denver Nuggets never won a damn thing till yesterday. And then to see the Golden Knights, who never won anything in their 6 years, win tonight and dominate. That was that was crazy, man. And we know Las Vegas is going to be off the chain tonight. You talk about a Tuesday night in Las Vegas, there's not going to be any Tuesday night more cracking than the night. Tuesday night in Las Vegas is going to be on fire tonight, bro. And I'm just getting into hockey. You know what I'm saying? My boy Big Beezy, my boy Bill Holloway, he's been trying to get me to get some more hockey content. I've only been to one hockey game in my life, and there was a fight. I said, hey, I want to see a fight. People said that doesn't happen, and there was a fight. But I know domination when it comes to sports. And the Golden Knights, they just you thought that the Denver Nuggets was dominant. That they were, but not as dominant as this, man. 9 goals, bro. 9, and just manhandling, just making sure the ball's going. I mean, the puck's going in. Just an amazing 2 days of sports, bro. It just goes to show you, man, like this should be motivating you as a person. I mean, if you really love sports the way I love sports, to see people and see teams that nobody believed in, all the people who had, you know, the rankings and the who had who and who had the all stars and who was supposed to be there, and it was a slam dunk for this to happen and that to happen, and then to have the Nuggets just blow through everybody, you know, and Jokic to have one of the greatest playoff finals in the history of the NBA, and then to have what happened tonight. Crazy. Bill, I text you. I just text you, Bill. Okay? Because I'm trying to understand a couple of things. For somebody like me, man, I'm looking at it like this, bro. Man, who's to stop you? Who could figure it all out, man? Who actually knows what the hell's happening? Who actually knows what the fuck is gonna happen? Because I tell you, a whole bunch of people got shit wrong. Whole bunch of people the last 2 days, whole bunch of people got shit wrong. Okay. I didn't think the Nuggets was gonna win a damn thing. Okay. Only one guy I know, Dr. Van Nostrand, is on here. He's the only person who said that the Nuggets was gonna win a championship. The only person that I know. And I know a lot of people. Okay. Then tonight, Golden Knights, they only 6 years old, bro. They just ran through these motherfuckers, bro. I mean, it was like, dude, why are you even here? The Golden Knights was like telling the Panthers, like, why the fuck you even here, bro? Like, don't you know we're gonna just motherfucking just keep scoring on you guys, dog? Okay. Crazy as fuck, bro. But this should motivate you, man. This shit has got me hyped. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, motherfuckers can't predict what you're gonna do. Can't nobody stop you, man. Nobody can really stop you, dog. The only person stopping you is you. Okay. And unless God don't have your back, which is very, very unlikely unless you're just a piece of shit. A lot of people are pieces of shit. But unless you're just a piece of dog shit, God ain't stopping you. You stopping you, bro. Golden Knights was like, we don't give a damn. They was up. They was up 5-1. And they still said, we're going to keep scoring till this game is over. You motherfuckers can't stop us for shit. And we're going to keep fucking running through you guys. Okay. They were just running. They just ran through those guys like a bunch of hoes, bro. It's like, hey man, we about to run through all these females. We running through all these hoes, bro. Salute to the Golden Knights, man. Golden Knights. I'm a San Jose Shark fan, but Golden Knights, dog. I think I'm gonna have to go. Big B's. We got to go to the Golden Knights and San Jose Sharks game, dog, in Vegas. Like this shit was off the chain tonight, man. So I'm watching it, man. I'm watching them bring out this shit. I know that ain't the Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup looks like a big ass fucking goblet. I don't know what this trophy is. Looks like some kind of flower or some shit on top. I don't know, like a Canadian flag or some shit. But I just want to come in, man, and just say, man, that was one of the most dominant closeout games I've seen in any sport, any team sport. One of the most dominant things you have experienced tonight, even though hockey doesn't get the love football and basketball and baseball get. That shit was dominant. Dominant to the motherfucker, dog. Like 9-3. Come on, dude. And I feel bad for the damn goalie. Whoever the goalie is for fucking Miami, like, damn, dude, you gave up 9 goals, bro. Like, shouldn't somebody have benched his ass? Like, shouldn't you have got pulled? He should have got pulled. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this really hyped me up, man. I'm seeing some people with some Raider hockey jerseys and shit, man. Shit, we'll see it whether or not that shit rolls over to the Raiders. I don't think so, but hey, anything could fucking happen, bro. It is Vegas. So I just want to come in and say, let me read some of you guys' questions and see what's popping with you guys, man. DeMarcus Webb, Vegas wilding tonight. Vegas is going to be off the chain tonight, man. Are they showing him outside, standing in front of the T-Mobile Arena, man? Hey, man, it's going to be cracking tonight, dog. It's going to be going down, shit. If I was in Vegas, I'd be out. I would be out tonight, okay? But shit, motherfuckers might be getting capped tonight. Motherfuckers getting shot up and shit. You win the titles, you get shot, shit. So I don't know about being on the street, but I'd definitely be in the club or doing something, dog. Booty Bang said, congrats to the Golden Knights. Hey, man, Golden Knights, man, they got it done, dog. Two closeout games, and both of them were what, game fives? Both of them were gentlemen sweeps. Salute, man. Salute to that, man. Gilbert, digital marketing, man. Vegas turning up tonight, man. They definitely turning up. Definitely turning up, man. I guess this guy, Jonathan Marchessault, I think he won the MVP and shit. That's a hell of a big ass. Damn, that shit bigger than motherfucker, dog. Shit. He's taking that shit to the crib. Dr. Van Nostrand. Hey, Doc, last night's live, I don't know if you saw last night's live. We were giving you your flowers, dog. One thing that you could never say about Matthew Shack Unfiltered and the Unfiltered Nation and the Unfiltered fam that you're a part of, that you're a member of, that you're a family member in, is that we didn't fucking give you your fucking flowers and your props and shit. Make sure if you didn't see it, go watch it, because we didn't do nothing but talk about your ass and give you your respect for what you said all season, bro. That's what it's about, man. You're definitely, if you didn't already see it, you need to go watch it, bruh, and let your daughter see it, because we're gonna give you your motherfucking flowers, dog. You got it right, okay? And when you get it right, you're gonna get the love and the respect, dog. But when the football season comes, we're gonna fuck your fucking team up, dog. We're gonna fuck them Broncos up like we've been doing. But that don't got nothing to do with the damn Nuggets, though. You're gonna be talking about the Nuggets and not the Broncos, bro. Okay. But we gave you your props, man. Make sure you go check that video out, man. Mark Vomer said, best sport. I don't know if it's the best sport, but I'm really starting to like it. There's some shit I don't understand, though. I don't understand some of the rules. Bill, I hit you up. I text you. Why in the fuck was there no goalie in the fucking goalie box? Why motherfuckers is doing full ice shots and shit and ain't nobody back there? I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand why that was. And he had 3 times to do it. I don't get it. Like, you got to explain that shit to me, Bill. I don't get it, bro. Okay. Like, why wasn't there nobody defending the goal, bro? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what happened. Okay. Toy says, anyone in Vegas, stay home. My godmother's in Vegas. My nephews and nieces are in Vegas, but they're not strip people. You know, people that I know that live in Las Vegas, they don't go to the strip. They going to stay in, stay home, working people and all that type of shit. But if I was in Vegas, I'd be turning up like a motherfucker, dog. Do not get it fucked up. I definitely would. God. Booty Bangs and Sam, the Raiders won't win the Super Bowl this year. Shit. Hey, dog, it'll just be year 40 for me, bruh. Booty Bang. I've been waiting since 83, man. Shit. 83 was the last time I won anything, bruh. I remember. I remember that day like it was yesterday. So we don't win. It's just 40 years of nothing. Like I said, I don't get excited about the Raiders, dog, and get all butt hurt over the Raiders, dog. Because I've experienced 3 Super Bowl wins in my life, and the last time I remember. But it was a long time ago, though. And that's what it is. Okay. Bill Holloway says Spankish Florida should have paid extra for that. They did. They stood out there and they had to shake everybody's hand. That's one thing that I did like. I did like the fact that the tradition is after you win, you gotta go out there and you gotta shake a motherfucker's hand, bro. That shit's important. Okay. But that shit wouldn't go down in football. Shit wouldn't go down in basketball. I mean, they do it in basketball sometimes, but football, they ain't shaking them motherfuckers. And that damn Super Bowl, you don't want to talk to nobody and shit. But I salute to them for doing that. Carl Sanchez, Viva Las Vegas. Congratulations to the Knights. Yeah, this Smith dude walking around with this big ass trophy and shit. Mass and Galt. Yeah, y'all the world champions, dog. It is what it is, man. That's what you play for. Bill Holloway said playoff hockey is the best, man. Hey, dude, Bill. This is my first live talking about hockey, bro. You've been working on me for a long time on this hockey shit. I got to start going to some of these games. I got to start going to these games, bro. This shit was exciting. Shit was exciting. Okay. Dr. Ben Jokic did have the best playoff run ever. First player in NBA history to lead the playoffs in total points, rebounds, and assists. This is what I will say. Jokic had the best statistical playoff because he led in all those categories, bro. But he's not but there's been other. Moses Malone did it too. Like Moses Malone, he didn't have the assist, but Moses Malone was about as close to that as possible when the Sixers went 12-1. When they went 4-4-4, when they went 12-1 in '83, okay, which I remember too. But I will say that Jokic as a center probably had the most dominant final of anybody, but there's still people who I think had a more dominant final. A lot of people don't remember that 2006 Miami Heat team with Dwayne Wade and Shaq, and Dwayne Wade averaged 37. He averaged 37 in that series, bro. But Jokic definitely, I say he had the most dominant statistically, but I've seen players have more dominant finals. I've seen Mike have more dominant finals. I've seen Wade have more dominant finals. But not to take anything from Jokic, he's the best player in the world. As of now, he's the best player in the world, bro. Okay. Booty Bang, talking to Dr. Van. Hey, Dr. Van, what did you do last night, Doc? I mean, how many drinks did you have, dog? Or did you just stay home and have apple juice and shit? Because you were nowhere to be found and shit. Carl Sanchez, salute to Dr. Van. Tony Dale said the President's Trophy. They're bringing out, the President's Trophy. I'm just learning, bruh. You're talking to one dude who went to one hockey game and shit. I've only been to one. San Jose Sharks versus the Edmonton Oilers, Bill. Had a girl I was dating at the time, man. She says, I'm taking you to the hockey game. I'm like, well, shit, as long as you buying food and you taking a nigga, cool. Because I was there back in them days, I was like, yeah, you need to take me somewhere. I ain't taking you, you take me. Took me to the game, and the whole time I was there, I was just sitting there talking shit. Hey, man, when is it going to be a fight? When is it going to be a fight? They're like, man, fight. Man, this guy, man, this must be your first hockey game. I said, yeah, I want to see a fight. They said, there hasn't been a fight all year. Fights don't happen. I said, dude, I want to see a fight. That's all I'm here to see, man. Third period, there was a fight, bro. And they were like, oh, my God. And they was getting it in. I was like, see, I thought you said they don't fight. And that's what it was, bro. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. He said, that's the MVP trophy. Hey, man, like I said, I'm just trying to learn, bro. Trying to learn the hockey, man. Hey, we didn't have a whole lot of, we didn't have a whole lot of ice rinks in my neighborhood. Bill, remember when at Eastridge, they used to have the ice rink when we was kids and shit? I went one time, man. That ice was so cold, I didn't go back. Dr. Van said, appreciate it, Charles. Big time, but trade Renfro and Jacobs for Stephon Diggs, please. Come on, man. Who's going to throw him the ball? See, you guys are just saying, let's just get rid of people and just bring in people who don't know where the ball's coming from and shit. Like, we need to be figuring out what we're gonna do about the quarterback position. Okay. Booty Bang says some Raider fans actually believe Jimmy G is better than Derek Carr. Hey man, hey Booty Bang. And some people believe that you actually can't have more than one girlfriend at a time. Come on, Booty Bang. Some people really believe you can't have more than one girlfriend at a time. That's what I got to say about that, dog. Some people actually believe that they can't have multiple girlfriends, but some of us know better. Don't we, Booty Bang? That's the difference. Okay. Tony Dustin, congratulations, Dr. Van. Dr. Van, I haven't been able to watch all of it yet, but I caught the start and I catch the rest later. Appreciate y'all greatly. Hey, Doc, like I said, dog, we're gonna give you your flowers, man. We ain't like these other channels and shit, man. When somebody gets it right and we don't get it right, we're gonna give those people who got it right they props. These other channels, they don't do that, dog. They just act like what y'all did was said before, huh? Somebody say something? We don't remember that. But we remember what you said, Doc, man. Everybody was saying give Doc his love. Everybody was, dog. Not just me. God. Booty Bang says, why didn't Stephon Gilmore join the Raiders? The Raiders didn't actively pursue Stephon Gilmore, bro. Don't you understand that we don't want to pay people? That's what I keep trying to let everybody know, bro. We don't really want to pay people, man. We're paying people based on past performance. We're not paying people outside. There's only two players on the Raiders active roster right now who are getting paid for what they've done recently. That's Mad Max and that's Devontae Adams. Nobody else is getting paid based on what they've done lately. They're getting paid by what they used to do. Okay? Everybody's getting paid by what they're used to do. All right? Chandler Jones is not getting paid by what he did last year. He's getting paid by what he did when he was with the Patriots. Same with Jimmy Garoppolo. Same with all these other guys. Stephon Gilmore wanted to get a real bag. He wasn't going to get a real bag with the Raiders. Raiders don't want to pay people. They only want to pay the people they want to pay. So, and him coming to that defense isn't going to save us anyway. We got too many problems. We don't have a pass rush. I mean, shit. Stephon Gilmore can shut down one side of the field and they're still, who's going to guard Travis Kelce? Is it going to be Gilmore? No. So that's why. Dr. Van saying, thanks to Tony. Dr. Van said, how would I tell you earlier? Broncos 1-0, Raiders 0-1. We'll see after y'all streak week one. Are you going to that game, Doc? It's going to be in Denver. Are you going? You know what I'm saying? I may have to fly to Denver and go to that game with you and shit, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just got to make sure I get home and shit. You know, nobody following me to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Ben said they put a goalie in, they extricated, they pulled the goalie to get an extra score to try to score as a desperation move, basically. Okay. See, because I didn't understand. I'm like, dude, why is this motherfucker just got a full fucking rain at the damn goal? I'm like, okay, so what the hell? You know? And then why did they keep doing the same thing? Isn't that called a power play when they all, get together, kind of like a jump ball? See, I try to understand hockey by understanding other sports. Like some of this shit mimics basketball to me. Like the power play is kind of like a jump ball to me. I'm kind of like trying to, and then when they're coming down and they say 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, that's like a fast break to me. I don't know why they don't call it fast break in hockey, but it looks like a fast break, like you 3-on-1 fast break or 2-on-1 fast break. So I'm noticing that kind of stuff. So, but I just didn't understand why they kept getting a chance. Why they kept getting a chance to do the jump ball shit. I think it's called a power play. I don't know. And then they fucking shoot the shit all the way down the ice. I'm just like, damn, that shit's crazy. Okay. Toy Dale said, hockey tickets ain't cheap. Yeah, but I'll go. Shit. Football tickets ain't cheap either. Okay. Dr. Van said, Jokic dapped up all the heat before he celebrated. Jokic is a class act, man. I mean, nobody, I've never heard anybody say that Nikola Jokic is an asshole. Never heard that, bro. I've never heard anything negative by any former teammates or he's a guy who I've never heard anything bad about. Okay. Outside of who was the person that they punched his brother, or who was that person? Who was that? One of them twins, man, from the fucking the Lakers. What was it? Them two twins. One of them played for the Marquise Morris and them. What happened, Doctor? What happened with that Marquise Morris and Jokic shit? I forgot what happened, but those two don't. Those two said something bad about Jokic. God. Dr. Ben said I could see a split BBB. That's true. Said I went to Denver before the game. It was packed everywhere. I went to a friend's and watched it. Only had a few drinks. Went down back time to celebration. I'll be mostly at the parade. Yeah, the parade's gonna be cracking, dog. God. Raiders for life, man. What's good? Super Bowl in Vegas 2024. Yeah, man. We'll see whether or not the Raiders are there. Okay, outside of us cleaning up the fucking stadiums and on the concessions and shit. Okay, we have a Raiders man in the concession booths and passing out beers. Okay, Alex Martin, what's going on, big dog? Congratulations to the Nuggets and the Golden Knights, yes sir. No Raider guy was good, Matthew was good. The family was good. Crazy on the strip, man. Strip's gonna be banging tonight. Strip's gonna be banging, man. Hey, booty bang. Tonight would have been a good night to have you and your girls out there, man. You could have made some money. Okay. Dr. Fan said that's a good question. I'll check our tickets for the game. Yeah, find out. I said, got to get back to work. Okay, unknown Raider guy, get that paper. Booty Bang said the money we gave Chandler, we could have gave it to Gilmore. And there's a lot of money that we could have gave to other people, dog. But hey, you know, Josh and Dave, from what everyone's telling me, Josh and Dave knows what they're doing. Okay, I guess we'll find out. Doctor is not power play is when you lose a player due to penalty or face off. Oh, it's face off. I say, see, I'm trying to learn, dog. Face off like a jump ball and shit, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to get the correlation. But I liked it, bro. The only thing that would have made it better was some fighting. Okay. Underrated guy, David Suarez, man. Me and him was talking. It's kind of like basketball, fast paced with checks. Oh, I like that part too. Like earlier in the series, I was watching, man, and this dude, like, you could blindside people. You can't do that in football no more. This dude was just skating. This motherfucker came and just bow. I'm like, ooh, I like that shit, dog. I like people getting stuck. That shit was cool. Okay. No Raider guy, I said congratulations to the Nuggets. Alex Martin, no partner. No Raider guy. Dr. Van said Markeith Morris got destroyed by Joker because of cheap shot and Punk. They turned his back like a punk. Yeah, I knew it was one of them Morrises, bro. I think it was was it the one that played for the Lakers or was it the one that played for the motherfucking Clippers? Yeah, but I knew that he did some punk shit. I knew that. I knew that he did something that was a punk move. I just can't remember which brother it was. David Suarez take away the goalie when they substitute the player in for extra offensive player, usually under penalty. Oh, okay. So they goes basically trying to bring the guy out and just. I think they do that in soccer too, if I ain't mistaken. I've seen times where the goalies way the fuck out there and shit. I've seen that before. Yeah, my boy David Suarez, man, out there in the Philippines, man. He's from he's from Vegas, so he's very happy about his Golden Knights winning and shit, man. But his Raiders ain't gonna do a damn thing, unfortunately. Then I got you, bro. I'll let you know whenever you want to know. Yeah, let me know, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, as long as I make it back to the hotel, nobody chasing me and shit. Booty Bang, what would your reaction be if the Saints beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl? I've seen the Raiders lose Super Bowl before. Hey, dog, I would blame the Raiders, bro. Like, I've seen the Raiders lose a Super Bowl. I've seen the Raiders win 3 and lose 1. When the Raiders lost in the Super Bowl 2, I wasn't around. When the Raiders lost in Super Bowl 2 to Green Bay, I wasn't around, dog. Okay, so I didn't see that one. But I seen the Raiders lose a Super Bowl in 2002. And if that was happen, I would blame the Raiders. Well, what was I going to say? You know what I'm saying? I blame the Raiders because that's who lost it. Like I said, man, I'm not real big on trying to be mad at what we didn't get done. Like, I'm gonna teach my son the same thing, man. Instead of you being mad that they won, you need to be mad that you didn't win. You need to be mad you didn't do what you needed to do. So if the Raiders were to lose to the Saints in the Super Bowl, I would just be like, see, I tried to tell you guys. I'd be mad, but I wouldn't be mad at the Saints because their job is to come in and win. I would be mad to say that, why did you guys let Derek Carr do what he just did to us when you guys swore on your life he wasn't shit? That's what I would be doing. I'd be dragging the people that was talking and flapping their gums. That's who I would be talking shit to. Okay. Dr. Van, Booty Bang, Golden Knights got it done. They holding up that cup. I wonder how much that cup weighs, man. That shit it looks like it's kind of heavy though. Well, maybe not too heavy, but it looks heavy. He said, "Oh, Marquis played for the Lakers." Oh, no wonder, dog. Yeah, no wonder he was talking shit. Yeah, he won with 2020. Yeah, he did, man. But shit, what's he done lately? Booty Bang says in 6 years, made the finals inaugural year. Yeah, that's true. They did. They did, but they didn't win. But they won this time. They kissing that damn trophy now, dog. Okay. Is that it? Okay, you guys, man. Like I said, man, I just was flipping through the channels and shit, and then I realized the game was on. This was a beautiful game, man. I mean, to see that amount of scoring in a hockey game, in a closeout game, was good, dog. And they were just manhandling these dudes, man. And I'm like, wow, man, hockey's a powerful sport, very powerful. Dr. Vez, haven't seen him do anything since Jokic folded him. Hey, man, that's what happens, man. You underestimate people, you get your ass kicked. Shit happens, dog. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, you guys, man? Like I said, man, I just want to come in and my first hockey post, Bill. Hockey, I'm kind of on the hockey tip now, man. Even though it's over, man, but I'm gonna start. I mean, shit, I see a lot of Kings fans. When I'm downtown, a lot of Kings games, man. I'm like seeing all those black jerseys and shit. I'm like, man, I got access to everything here in LA, dog. Like, I really don't have no excuse. Like, I can go WNBA game, I can go to NBA, I can go to two NBA teams, I can go to two NFL teams and shit, even though I ain't gonna spend no money on a fucking, unless it's the Raiders or some shit. You know. Then I got two baseball teams, and then I got a Major League Soccer team, and a lot of shit going. Boxing is here. There's a lot of shit, dog. So I'm gonna really have to start making that happen. God. Booty Bang talking David Suarez. Yes, that's right. Bills. Then next year you got to go to the rivalry game, Vegas, LA, or Sharks, LA. Yeah, dog. Yeah, like I said, man, I got to get me a San Jose Sharks jersey, man. But these Golden Knights, man, are starting to become like my second favorite team because they are playing like the old Raiders, bro. What I like about the Golden Knights is that they just were like, we're gonna fucking just manhandle these guys, and we're just gonna run them out, and that's what's gonna happen. Amazing the way they played, bro. Yeah, dog. NHL got me a little bit, man. You Golden Knights got me on one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Dr. Benz, I think CU games cost more than Dion than the Broncos. Yeah, man. One of my boys, bought tickets. He's up in the Bay. He bought tickets to come down here to USC to go see Colorado versus SC, and he said he bought tickets and he's gonna be on the Colorado side and shit. I'm like, hey, dog. I'll probably see if I can go to the game and check it out, man. But I'm gonna be on the SC side and shit, throwing up my V's. And even though I love Prime, I ain't gonna love Prime that day. Okay, Prime need to lose when he comes down and plays us. As far as the figures be more fun, Prime once you baseball's there too. Yeah, man, but that's gonna be like 4 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just hoping that they have an enclosed stadium because I'm not trying to sit out in no 105-degree heat and watch no baseball. When I just went to the Dodgers game 2 weeks ago, it was not even that hot, but the fact that the sun was just bearing down, no wind, it was just too much, bro. Oh, they getting ready to take their picture, with the Stanley Cup and shit. Man, shit. I wish I knew how it felt to be on a team. As much as I loved sports growing up, to be on a team that won the world championship. Like, I just wonder how that feels, man. I just wonder how that feels. Booty Bang, do you think the A's will go to Vegas? I think that the A's will probably end up in Vegas, yes. What? There's a precedent for it. They just got to figure out what they're going to do with the, how they're going to, what they're going to do for the next few years, bro. I wouldn't keep playing in Oakland, man. Oakland's not going to build them a stadium. The stadium's raggedy. Last time I was in the Bay, I drove past it just to look at it. And Bill, you know that place is fucked up, dog. It looks like they're playing in an abandoned building. It looks that bad, bro. It looks like you're playing baseball in an abandoned building, bro. They ain't even painted that motherfucker. The sign has got the A's logos chipping off and shit. Hey dog, I wouldn't stay there, dog. Get the fuck out of there. Dr. Ben said Dion had other coaches talking mess because of all the transfers he got, flipped almost the whole team. Hey man, Dion's doing what he's supposed to do, man. Dion's always had coaches mad at him that he wasn't playing for. Shit, I remember when Dion was playing baseball. Remember when Dion was playing baseball and he's playing for the Atlanta Braves and shit, and he was doing the dual sport shit. He was playing for the Falcons on Sundays and then playing for the Falcons and shit. And Tim McCarver, who was an announcer, got mad at him because I remember it wasn't just Tim McCarver, it was somebody else. Deion Sanders, when he got into the batter's box, he in the dirt, he drew a dollar sign with his bat, and then they were arguing with him and shit. And then when they went to when they went to the World Series and they lost the World Series and shit, and Tim McCarver was in there and he poured a bucket of ice on him and shit. So people are always mad at Deion, but hey man, he backed this shit up, bro. He backed this shit up. He's the only player in Major League Baseball and NFL history to score a touchdown and hit a home run the same week. He's also the only one to play in a World Series and to play in a Super Bowl. Deion definitely could back his shit up. People be mad at him all day. Okay, they better hope he doesn't win. Okay, because if he wins, they're just talking. Dr. Ban said they got to put a roof on that stadium. You know, they have water misters at the AA stadium there. They better figure it out because it's going to be too hot to play baseball. Booty says, why was Oakland Stadium really that bad? Never been. Well, you're looking at somebody who grew up in that stadium. Me and my boy Bill Holloway, we both grew up in that stadium, dog. And let me tell you something. What made the Raiders, made the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, okay? That's what it's called. It's not the stadium, it's a Coliseum. What made it bad, which it was what made it good. That stadium was a dual stadium. It wasn't like in San Francisco, where the San Francisco 49ers had Candlestick Park. They had their own. Well, no, they was dual too. They had Candlestick Park and they had the Giants that played in the same spot. Okay. When the A's were winning, they won 3 champions. They three-peated in the 70s when they in baseball. The Raiders were winning in football. So in that stadium, it was just a lot of winning, bro. A lot of winning, which made it great. But over the years, it got to the point where the shit started wearing down and they didn't fix it. Meanwhile, the Giants went to Pac Bell Park. They built them a stadium and they left the 49ers there to rot at Candlestick Point. They said, fuck all of that. We're going to go to Santa Clara. Santa Clara built them a stadium. They tore down Candlestick, and the Raiders were still playing in a shit turd, and so was the fucking A's. They weren't putting any money in it. They weren't fixing it up. Now, when the Raiders came back in 95, they put some luxury boxes in there, but that's like having a penthouse apartment in the hood. Yeah, you're living on a fucking 30th floor, but when you look out the window, what do you see? You see a bunch of fucking bums. You see a bunch of motherfucking drug dealing. You see some fucking hoes out there running around at their booty bang with motherfucking scars and fucking cigarette burns and shit. Okay, you're not seeing nothing tight. Yeah, you live in a penthouse, but you live in a penthouse in the hood, and that's what it was, bro. Fucked up. They didn't want to build nothing. And when the Warriors started winning all their championships, they didn't build nothing for the Warriors. So if you're not going to build nothing for a team that's won 4 NBA titles in fucking 10 years, there's no reason to fucking stay. They said, okay, well shit, who's willing to build us some shit? Said, okay, come back to San Francisco. We'll build you the Chase Center. Built them net. They're like, we gone. Same shit. Hey man, now that these guys are gone, can we build some shit here? No. But we're gonna raise your rent. Shit. Mark Davis went to Vegas. Then the A's were there, and the A's said, okay, everybody's gone. What about us? They're like, what about you? You ain't no better than the other two teams. There you go. That's what made it fucked up. Okay. And nobody wants to go there. God. Bill Holloway said the Coliseum looks like a mausoleum. It looks like a haunted house, bro. Trust me. When I drove through Oakland when I didn't have to. Took me and my wife and my son. We went up to San Francisco. I always take my wife to San Francisco because she's from the East Coast. So I was like, I'm gonna always take my wife to San Francisco. We go up there and eat, take her to Golden Gate Bridge, go, look around and shit, go shopping. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go over the Bay Bridge because I hadn't been over the new Bay Bridge. So let me go over this Bay Bridge real quick and go to Oakland and see what's going on. Drove over the Bay Bridge, beautiful. I'm like, man, this is nice. Man, got on 880, man, started going south go to the stadium. I said, man, let me get down and see my shit. Man, I saw that motherfucker, Bill. All the love that we've had for that place. 2 Super Bowl wins in there. Man, I drove past that place. That place looked fucking horrible, bro. It looked absolutely horrible, man. I'm like, wow, man. I'm so glad we're fucking gone. When I drive into Vegas and I'm driving down the 15 freeway and I'm driving past the Death Star, I'm like, I understand. When I drive down 880 and I'm driving past the fucking old shit, I'm like, I understand why we're not there. It's kind of like you look at your new girl is looking all good, and then you see your ex and she's fucking 260 and she fat as shit. You might have had a good time with her, but now she's 266, bro. Can't be with her. Wouldn't have worked. That's what it is. Okay. Dr. Van. Oakland Coliseum smells like raw sewage and the place is terrible. It's always smelled like raw sewage. But we didn't care because we were winning championships. Ain't that right, Bill? We didn't care that the bathroom smelled like sewer. I didn't give a shit. I was winning. Smelled like roses to me when we was winning, but it really smelled like sewer when we wasn't. Dr. Van said Neon Dion primetime was a deep beast. Probably the second greatest pure athlete in my lifetime after Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was superior. Okay. Superior. Woody Banks, I've heard mixed things about Oakland Stadium. Hey, you're going to always hear mixed things, bruh. But probably the worst things you heard are the most truthful. Bill said Coliseum's visitors' locker room was right above the sewer in the floods. Oh, yeah, we made sure that them motherfuckers, we made sure. My first game I ever took my wife to, my wife's in Baltimore, like a lot of y'all know that. I took my wife to her first NFL game. Where did I take her? Just to let you know, I took her to Oakland for the Raiders versus the Ravens and Raiders in Oakland at the Oakland Coliseum, bro. Sure the fuck did. She had her shit on. She had on her Ray Lewis shit. I had on my motherfucking shit too. Took her there. Everybody was real cool with her, nice things and other. As soon as I got in there, I had not been in the Coliseum probably in about shit. It had been maybe like 15 years that I had not been in there. As soon as we walked in that bitch, I smelled that fucking smell, Bill, that we've been smelling since we was kids. It was the same fucking sewer smell that was always in there, bro. I'm like, that's crazy, man. Been going to this stadium for over 40 something years and it still stinks. It smells the same way. That just goes to show you, I'm just like, wow. Then when we got to the seats were hard as fuck. They didn't even change the seats out, bro. The seats were fucking hard as fuck. The sun's bearing down. There was no fucking shade, no awning, nothing. Just the sun bearing down on us the whole time. I'm like, man, shit. Go to the Death Star, it's a whole different ball game. James Walker, what's going on, James? Booty Bang says the Coliseum's still there. Oh yeah, it's still there. The A's just played there. Still there. Laz D. What's going on, Laz? The African American Sports and Entertainment Group will be doing the development at the Coliseum. They're considering a WNBA team. Laz. You know damn well ain't nobody going to no WNBA team out there, dog. Because it ain't going to work, man. It's not going to work. WNBA team better get a good owner or somebody who really knows what they're doing and get a team that people are going to want to go see. But the venue is raggedy, man. It's raggedy, man. Even though they remodeled Oracle back in the late 90s, man, it's not up to par with all these other places, bro. It's not up to par. Like, people want amenities now. Like, people want to go and they want to be pampered. They want it to be nice, you know? So we'll see what happens. But he said, yeah, BBB, still play there. Yeah, that's true. Dr. Benz, last time I was in Oakland, I was wearing Nuggets and Abs gear. People were looking at me crossways, telling me I was brave. Man, Oakland is not. You're not going to really get in no problem when you was in Oakland, bruh. You would have went to L.A. You would have found out. See, people didn't understand the dynamic. Oh man, Oakland Raider fans are the worst. Nah, man, Oakland Raider fans aren't the worst. L.A. Raider fans are the worst. Those motherfuckers will put you in a coma. L.A. Raider fans are not Oakland Raider fans. Oakland Raider fans might fight you to give you a fair one. Well, Oakland Raider fans, if they fight you, they're going to give you a fair one. It's going to be a fair one. Ain't going to be no jumping. It's going to be a fair one. You're going to square up. They're going to square up, and you're going to fight. But L.A., you're going to be in a coma when they're done with you, bro. There's a whole nother ball game with them, dog. They will fucking put you in intensive care. Okay. Trust me. Just like when the Giants come down and play the Dodgers down here. Guy forgot the guy's name, man. The Giants fan, man. He's still fucked up. Okay. They almost killed him. Okay. Different ball game. So Booty Bang. Last is I work for the city. Those teams wanted the taxpayer to pay, and the powers that be wasn't having that. Hey, but that's what it is, though, Last. Like shit. At the end of the day, what did they do? They didn't do nothing. Now you done lost everybody. Like, who wants to come to Oakland, to that market where everything's fucking expensive, and they don't, hey, taxpayers got to pay for some shit. You want a team, you got to help out. I don't got a problem with it. As a fan that has to pay all these monies to go to the game, shit. You want a team in the city, do something. Why you think Vegas has what they got? They're willing to pay. They're willing to build stadiums. They're willing to put money behind shit. Oakland didn't want to do it. The county didn't want to do it in the city. And that's what happened, Laz, is the fact that the county and the city couldn't get along. Dallas Cowboys was going on. Dr. Van, Rays and A's are playing at the Coliseum right now. I'm watching it. I hope the A's can help the Yankees out. Shit, anything helps, dog, because right now, the AL MVP is out. Okay. Dr. Van's a lot of fans there, must be giveaway. Shit, ain't no lot of fans. There's probably only about 10,000 people there, dog. Dr. Van, talking to Dallas Cowboys, said, "How your wife didn't run for the hills out there?" Nah, man, my wife is gangster, bro. My wife's from fucking The Wire. You ever seen the show The Wire, the Murphy Home projects that they actually shot at? That's where my wife is from. My wife wasn't worried about that shit. And I wasn't worried about it because I had people there. So they wasn't. Everybody was very nice to my wife. Extremely nice. Okay. Chris Leonard, CL, what's going on? Yo, Shaq, I hear Skip's fake farewell to Shannon. Hey, man, I didn't even watch it, bro. Like, I'm at the point of my life where I don't want to watch fake shit. I'm through with the fake shit, bro. Fake love ain't nothing worse than fake love, bro. Fake love and real hate. I'm good. I prefer real hate the fake love. And I knew that was fake. Nah, I don't want to see Shannon crying over Skeletor and shit. What the fuck you crying for, though? You got what you wanted, man. You're gonna be with LeBron. LeBron and them about to hook this nigga up. LeBron's and them about to give him his own platform. You had all these problems. What the fuck you crying like a bitch for, bro? Like, what you crying for, though? Like, what you crying for, man? Come on, dog. Don't fucking cry, man. Fuck wrong with you? Like, come on, dog. I don't want to see that shit. Last talking to Dr. Van. Said they're having a reverse boycott. Reverse boycott. That's crazy. Yeah, Oakland's political than a motherfucker. Always has been. Dr. Van, interesting. Talking to Last. Booty Bang, Yo Shack, this man if Ray Lewis and Jim Harbaugh was our coaches. Psh, man, I wanted Jim Harbaugh so bad, dog. Because Jim Harbaugh was a Raider, bro. He was his first job out of playing football. He was a Raider. Al Davis hired him. But at the end of the day, man, we only can do what we can do, dog. We're the Patriots now. We're the Las Vegas Patriots. And that's what it is. Last talking to Dr. Van. Dr. Van, A's ownership definitely the problem. Yeah, they shitted on the Raiders. That's why the Raiders left. But it is what it is, dog. Mark Davis doesn't want the A's to come to Vegas. But shit, we'll see how much power he has because he ain't winning. Dr. Van, A's never wanted to pay their good players. Nah, that's the thing. You don't want to pay people. Yankees beat the Mets tonight. Yeah, buddy. That's right, man. Just go ahead, man. The Subway Series. Booty Bang says, thoughts on Stephen A. Smith. What does Stephen A. do this time, Booty Bang? What Steve do this time, dog? I need to know exactly. Steve is always doing something, but what did he do this time that you're talking about specifically? Dr. Van is more fans of the columns than I've seen in the last 100 games combined. Shit, like maybe, dog. Maybe something's going on, you know. But I saw a game this year on TV. They had 3,000 fans in there. 3,000. And a stadium that hold, well, shit, not with baseball. They got it all wide off, but damn, I figured it'd be, more than that. But hey, it is what it is. Okay. But I've seen 6,000 people there. But I've seen The Wire. Your wife is a tough cookie. Shit, man. Dude. I had never been to Baltimore until I got with my wife, bro. I've been to some places. I've been to Chicago, South Side Chicago with my best friend. I've been, I done been to some places, bro. I've been South Central LA. I've been to Compton. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the Bay. I done been to motherfucking San Francisco. I done been to motherfucking Hunters Point. I done been to fucking East Oakland at night, West Oakland at night, Richmond, East Palo Alto. I've been to motherfucking Stockton. I've been to motherfucking Sacramento in the hood, Oak Park and shit. I've been to some shit. But when I went to Baltimore, dog, outside of the inner harbor, which is downtown, which is nice, where you got the nice harbor and the nice little restaurants on the, at the harbor and shit. And you got the Orioles Stadium and you got MMT and shit. You start driving through that motherfucker, Baltimore City, not Baltimore County, the city of Baltimore, grimy than a motherfucker, dog. Grimy as fuck. And what was so bad about it, I'm like, damn, I thought I had been places. These motherfuckers were just walking across the street in traffic, cops not stopping them. We call jaywalking. Them motherfuckers just walking across the street, standing in the street, dude. Cops is like, I don't even want to fuck with nobody, bro. That bad, dog. I've been with my wife 14 years and I've been going back and going back and going back. Now I know what to do. And to get through one part of town to other side of town, you got to go through the fucking hood. Like it ain't no okay for you to get on the freeway and go all the way around. Mm-mm. It'll take you 20 minutes to go through the hood and it'll take you an hour to go around. So you're driving through the hood, dog. You're driving through the fucking hood, period. If you're trying to go from downtown Baltimore, you're trying to go to Towson, or you're trying to go to the suburbs that way where my mother-in-law live, and you got to drive through the fucking hood, bro. or you're going to be driving an hour to mm-mm. Trying to tell you. So there's a street called North Avenue. When you're driving down North Avenue in the daytime, you better lock your fucking doors on your car. You don't leave your doors unlocked when you're on North Avenue, bro. In the daytime, nighttime, rain, snow, sunny day, because motherfuckers will walk right up to your car at the stoplight and open your shit up or knock on your window with the butt of their gun and tell you to get the fuck out your shit. I'm telling you. So, you think my wife was worried about an Oakland Raider game? Well, nope. She wasn't worried about that shit at all. Okay. And neither was I. Because now that I know that I've been in some of the toughest places in the fucking country, I ain't worried about none of these motherfuckers, dog. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for whoever has some shit going down. I'm ready for you. Like I'm not even tripping. Okay. Was just there last year with my son. My son's been going there every year except this year for his birthday. I got my son in the car seat. I'm going down North Avenue and shit. Think I'm worried? Nah, I'm ready for whatever anything's popping off. So, not worried about nothing, bro. If anything, that made me tougher. Dr. Van said, I knew what you're talking about, Shaq. There's usually no one there. And Booty Bang, Steven didn't do anything this time, but he's like he's ready to talk trash about the Raiders like a lot do. It's like this, dog. When I stopped getting offended about people talking shit about the Raiders. It comes a time, dog, where you have to do something about it, man. Like you don't get to not have nobody talk shit about you and you don't do nothing about it. It comes a point. It comes a point where being bullied is like that's your life. That's what you want. You're a punk. You a bitch. You a hoe. Stop being a punk, bitch, and a hoe, bro. If you're a fat, greasy, stinky ass motherfucker, and you don't want people to call you fat, greasy, and stinky, and they've been calling you that your whole life, guess what you need to do? You need to control what goes into your mouth. You need to go to the gym, and you need to fucking lose weight. Then they won't call you a fat, stinky motherfucker. They might call you a thin, stinky motherfucker because you ain't washing your ass. So you wash your ass, you fucking control what you eat, you work out, and guess what? You do it long enough and you're dedicated enough, you won't be a fat, stinky motherfucker no more. And they won't call you that. Now, you might still be an ugly motherfucker, but at least you won't be stinky and fat. And that's the Raiders, bro. We haven't been shit for a long time. Motherfucking Raider Nation is mad. They're tired of being a laughing stock. They're tired of being talked about. They're tired of this. They're tired of that. All you got to do is do one thing. And it's 3 words, bro. And the old man told you what it was a long time ago. But you don't want to listen to that because you want to blame Derek Carr. You want to blame this guy. You want to blame that guy instead of fucking doing the 3 words, bro. I don't even need to say what it is. When I did my fingers, you already said what it was. I don't even have to say it. That's what stops people from fucking talking shit. What Denver just did. I've been talking shit about Denver all year. Ask Dr. Van. Dr. Van knows, and a lot of you guys know. I've been saying Denver ain't going to do. Denver has never won anything in my life. I've seen Denver lose ABA championships to Dr. J and shit when I was a kid. They never won nothing. They didn't win nothing with LaFonso Ellis. They didn't win nothing with motherfucking David Thompson. They didn't win nothing with Dan Issel. Them motherfuckers didn't win nothing with Alex English. They didn't win nothing with Dikembe Mutombo. They didn't win nothing with motherfucking J.R. Smith. They didn't win nothing with Allen Iverson. They didn't win nothing with Carmelo. They didn't win shit. So I was like, man, they're not going to win nothing. But guess what they did? Last night, at the end of game 5, I had to shut the fuck up. Ain't that right, Doc? I had to shut the fuck up. Because they won the NBA title and they won it in a dominant fashion. I had to shut the fuck up. So I got to talk shit for 47 years and that's it. I can't talk shit about them no more because they won. Now, the Raiders and Raider Nation win and we won't have this problem. That's all. But we can't do it for some crazy reason because it's the quarterback's fault. It's this person's fault. It's Mark Davis's fault. It's Al Davis's fault. It's motherfucking Carol Davis's fault. It's always somebody's fault except fucking winning the game. Get rid of this guy, we'll win. We get rid of that guy, we don't win. We get this guy, we'll win. We get this guy, we don't win. We sign this guy, we'll win. We sign the guy, we don't win. We don't sign this guy, we win. We don't sign the guy. We sorry to the motherfucker, dog, and that's it. I don't know what else to say, bro. Okay? Just win. Bill always say, hey, bro, pick you up tomorrow. Yeah, man, get back to work, bro. Get that money, big dog. Stephen Gomez giving your boy Dr. Van his props. Davis White here, Baltimore, Lincoln Park in Baltimore, big dog, a dog. Let me tell you something, man. It's a whole bunch of places, man. Okay. Liberty, going down Liberty, motherfucking Dunbar High School shit. It's a whole bunch of shit, dog. Whole bunch of shit. But I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable there. I've been there enough. I'm comfortable. I know how to move. I know how to move there. I know what to do. Right? Plus, I got a lot of my in-laws. All my in-laws are now my family now. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Not worried at all, bruh. But when I first was there, I was just like, dang, dog. It's kind of crazy. They know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. That's when any hood or any place, they know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with because they can tell by your demeanor. They can tell by how your demeanor is, and they can tell by how you're moving. And then people are like, well, who's that? Oh man, that's such a. They already know who you with. Because like if they see your car pull up, they stay looking out the windows and shit. They see a lot of motherfuckers. You guys don't understand that shit because you ain't never been in that environment where you're pulling up in the neighborhood and people are looking out the window. Last understands, last gets it. You know, David Suarez gets it. Like people start looking out the windows, like, well, who they belong to? Like who? They ain't just gonna jump out. They're gonna be like, well, who they belong to. Then they see you walk into a certain house or a certain project or complex or whatever. Usually people come out. That's what they do. They come out. You call them, say, okay, we pulling up, and then they walk out and shit. That's come on, man. That's how it works. You just don't fucking pull up and get out and start walking in and shit. When you call you on the phone, somebody come out, people looking out through the window. Okay, yeah, they with the Williams family, or oh yeah, that's Don. That's Dante and them niggas. Okay. Yeah, I thought we was about to come up on the lick and shit. I thought we was about to come up on the lick. So when we pull up, we make. I say, hey, man, call them, tell them we 5 minutes away, we 2 minutes away, or we just turn on their street or whatever. Okay, there's times we might pull up and they ain't out yet, but we keep them fucking lights on, that car running, and then when somebody come out, come, hey y'all, blah, the motherfucker be. Then they ain't in the window after that. They're like, oh shit. So that's what's up. God. Dr. Van. Yeah, he said just making it for my first. It wasn't my first date. We'd already been together for years, bro. I took her to her first NFL game. Now my wife's a vet. That was her first NFL game. She had never been to an NFL game at that time. But shit, now my wife, she done been to NFL Europe. She done been. She done seen we done went to see the Ravens in London. We done seen the Raiders in London. My wife done been Death Star. My wife's a vet now, but that's what happens, man. See, Booty Band, we understand. Like when a woman gets with us, life changes, bro. You gonna experience shit you never experienced before when you with a real one and shit. Okay, shit that she's never done before. You doing it now. Okay. Dr. Van Nuggets might have won with Skywalker if he didn't get hurt. Nugget, David Thompson was a bad motherfucker, dog. I told you that story, Dr. Van. I don't know if you was around, man, back then, dog. You might not have been around, but that night that David Thompson scored motherfucking 73 points to take the scoring title from George Gervin, and George Gervin had to score 61 to get it back, and he scored 63 with no 3-point line. That was the closest scoring race in the history of the NBA. I think George Gervin, Iceman Gervin, won it by like 2 percentage points or something. But 73 points by David Thompson with no 3-point line. 73, bro. It's a lot. Laz, it's hard to be a Raider fan, but I wear my gear. I have a lot of stuff. Hey, man, that's what it is, Laz. When you real one, you a real one. Like, shit, you know, if you really love who you love, it don't matter. Like, I'm a Raider, man. I'm a Raider, dog. Like I said, I don't even come from a Raider family. All my family's 49er fans. Like, I'm the black sheep of the family, bro. I'm the guy that said I'm going this way. Y'all do y'all, I'm going to do me. And shit, I'm telling you, you think I could have got that done if I didn't love the Raiders? Had to love the motherfuckers to go through the abuse we've been going through. Like, for real. I'm telling you, man. I spent motherfucking $1,500 on fucking tickets to go see the 49ers beat the shit out of Raiders, and the Raiders wasn't shit. Like, why am I wasting money on a team that doesn't love me like I love it? That's what it is, man. That's why my channel here isn't as big as these other Raider content channels. I'm not a Raider channel, but you get Raider content. You know why I ain't as big as them? Because I'm not gonna kiss the ring, bro. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have to. Like, I'm gonna be critical. I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna say what it is. I'm not here to motherfucking kiss nobody's ass. Raiders playing like shit, I'm gonna fucking say it. This person's not doing their job, I'm gonna say it. If this person is doing their job, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the real shit, bro. Because I love the team. It's not a matter of me impressing everybody else, getting you guys to agree with me. Shit, I'm an OG. I got too much I got too much credibility, bro. Like, shit. Me and Bill Holloway, who's on here, we went to high school together and shit. Like, we got too much motherfucking Raider street time in that stadium when it was cracking for anybody to come at us. Like I said, man, you've never seen John Madden on the sidelines. You've never seen Al Davis. You've never seen any of the shit that we saw growing up in there. Like, nah, don't. So if I'm gonna be how I am, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. I'm gonna say things that are gonna make a lot of Raider fans mad. A lot of people get mad at me during football season, bro. They want to try to be personal and try to attack me because I don't agree with them. I'm like, dude, I don't have to agree with you, man. Your motherfucking ass have never seen the Raiders win a damn thing, bro. If your ass was born after 1983, you ain't never seen shit. You never seen a fucking thing, bro. You might have seen a couple of winning seasons and shit and a couple of playoff wins, but you ain't never seen no Super Bowl trophy. Lass says, not a hood that isn't yours. Not in a hood that isn't yours. You right, Lass. I said, oh, I misunderstood. Yeah, you definitely misunderstood. It wasn't my first date. Even if it was, it would have been cool. But I met my wife here in LA, man. I met my wife here. But when it came time to take her to a game, I took her. I said, we going to my shit. See, that's what it is, man. I was like, man, I'm taking you to my world. I'm gonna take you to my world. So when we went up there, I was able to show her something that I had been doing my whole life. Like, when she walked into that stadium, she knew what it meant to me. She knew, like, wow, you've been coming here since you was a kid, like a little dude. So yeah, since a little motherfucker in here. Ain't been here in 15 years. But guess what? She's like, what's that smell? I'm like, that's the smell of fucking Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum, Laz. She says, has it always smelled like this? It smells horrible. I said, it's always smelled like this. She goes, even when you guys were winning? I said, yeah. She's like, how do you deal with it? We win. Bill, we win. It don't stink as much, but we win and shit. It was bad. God. Booty Bang wasn't born yet, but Skywalker really that good. Let me tell you something, Booty Bang. Now, what I'm getting ready to tell you is a little bit before my time, but not too much before my time because I I heard about it or I would see because I was too young to really grasp basketball at the time. I saw David Thompson. Your boy Luau Cinder, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who used to be the all-time leading scorer of the NBA. He was so dominant when he was at UCLA, they outlawed the dunk. They said no more dunking because Lou Alcindor was just dunking on everybody. He was just fucking everything up. So they outlawed dunking in the NCAAs for 10 years. I think it started in like 68 or some shit. You could not dunk in college. No dunking the basketball at all. You could dunk in the pros, but you couldn't dunk in college because of your boy Kareem. David Thompson, nobody could fly as high as him in college. He played against David Thompson and then played against UCLA. This is when UCLA they had I think they won like 69 games in a row, or they didn't lose for like 3 or 4 years or some shit. David Thompson was so dominant for he had like a 40-inch, 44 or 48-inch vertical or some shit. They was He was the first player to do alley oops. Like he was like the first player who consistently did alley oops. But he would jump so high he would just drop the ball in the net. His eyes would be above the rim and shit, and he would just jump and just drop it, just like drop the ball without dunking it. And they beat UCLA. They beat UCLA and they broke UCLA's streak of with Bill Walton and all them. I think they won like 4 years in a row and shit. And David Thompson was that dominant, bro. When he went to the NBA, ABA the first year, he was just, oh, I can dunk now? Like I can really go to the rack and dunk on a motherfucker? I don't have to just jump and drop the ball in. David Thompson was 6'4", 6'4" and a half. He was dunking on everybody, bro. Like to the rack. Like he's like, oh, I can dunk. I don't have to just lay it up. No, I could just dunk on a nigga. And that's what he was doing, bro. He was killing people, bro. Killing them, man. Absolutely. Fast step, had a jumper, was a scorer, and would go to the rack and would just jump over everybody. Jump over Sanders, jump over Artis Gilmore, jump over all these big time dudes and shit. But there was one guy he had a problem with. A guy with a big ass afro that played for the New York Nets by the name of Julius Erving. Couldn't deal with him. But outside of that, David Thompson was the truth, bro. But he got caught up in drugs, and he was at the club in New York, Studio 47. I know it was Studio. What was it? Studio 57 or whatever it was called back in the 60s, 70s. That disco, and he was in there and he was coked out, and he got into a fight and they threw his ass down some stairs. Okay, and he fucked his knee up, and then he did more coke, and then he got traded to the Seattle Supersonics, and he did more coke, and then next thing you know, he couldn't play basketball anymore, and he was out. So that's what happened to him, dog. Was it Studio 54? Yeah, Studio 54. That's what it was. Studio 54. Okay. Dr. Van said he was MJ's idol. Yeah, because he went to North Carolina State. He went to North Carolina State, and they, back then they didn't have cable. So that's what he see. He didn't really get to see Dr. J. He got to see David Thompson. He was like, yeah, that's his hero. So yeah, you're right about it. He actually um, was his sponsor for the Hall of Fame. Was Jordan's sponsor for the Hall of Fame. Stephen Gomez talking to Laz. A lot of Raider greats autographs. Yeah. Booty Banks said MJ looked at Skywalker. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Who else was he gonna look up to, dog? Shit. David Thompson introduced Mike to the Hall of Fame. Yes, he did. So what's that smell? Shit. It smell like ass. Ass cheeks. Laz is laughing. Dr. Van said, I'm bad. I'm dying. Hey, dog, I wasn't embarrassed about the shit, dog. Because shit, that's shit. I told my wife, because they had Joe Flacco, and they had Ray Lewis, and all her players was there, and they was beating our ass. They were beating our ass. And this is the kind of stuff that why I never listened to anybody that used to talk shit to me about Derek Carr, man. Because I've seen Derek Carr do some shit in my face. Ain't on TV. I seen shit to do in my face. We got the ball. They kicked the ball. They had just scored. We got the ball. It was 3 minutes left in the game. We got the ball, downed it in the end zone, got to the 20. I told my future wife, I said, we're about to win this game right now. She's like, you guys are sorry, and you're not going to win. And I said, watch what happens. We went down the field, got to maybe like the R40 or whatever, and it was only like about 40 seconds left in the game. And she was talking shit to me. Okay. And I said, we're about to score. Derek Carr hit Amari Cooper for a 63-yard touchdown to win the game in my face. My girl, who's now my wife, was so mad that I was right and we won, which was the last time I was in Oakland Coliseum. I didn't know where she was for like 30 minutes. She fucking left. She was mad as fuck. My wife left in the Oakland Coliseum wearing a purple Ray Lewis jersey and didn't come back for half an hour. I was like, man, I don't know where she is. She was mad. She got up, walked out. I said, oh, she probably just going to walk down the hall, come back. She was gone for half an hour, dog. I just sat there. I said, man, she better bid her ass back here because I'm not walking around the stadium looking for her. She came back, but she was mad as fuck. I said, what happened? She said, everybody was still cool. She goes, nobody was fucking with me, but I couldn't fuck. I had to walk. And that's what happened, dog. So all the way back to the hotel, I just told her, I said, hey, dog, hey, I like you. I love you. But when it comes to this football shit, my team versus your team ain't no love, dog. I told her that. I said, so when we're playing, I'm rooting against you. Don't get it fucked up. Don't go to no game with me playing my team thinking that I'm not trying to win. So she understood that. She's like, okay, I got it. I see how you are now. I get it. I said, don't take it personal, dog. But your team's playing my team, and I'm trying to fuck your team up. And you got your team on, and that means you too. I had to tell her, dog. I had to let her be known. Now she gets it. She has to understand. And she did. Okay. But she did lose. Dr. Ben said Flacco stole the Super Bowl from the Broncos. Hey, he sure did. Okay. Joe Flacco. Booty bang. Jerry West, the logo was 1-9 in the finals. Yeah. Yeah, bro. He lost 8 in a row. Like, motherfuckers be talking shit about LeBron James, and I'm like, you guys just don't know shit. It's like, there's no excuse not to know anything now, though. It used to be a time where you can say, well, hey, man, this person, didn't finish high school, or he wasn't properly educated, or he had he had to stop working to help his family out. He didn't finish school. Now, man, not having an education is not an excuse to be a dumbass. Not having uh, wasn't unable to go to college, or you couldn't afford to do this and that. You have a fucking smartphone. Everybody has a fucking phone, bro. LA has more homeless people than probably anywhere in the country. All these people got cell phones, bro. There's no excuse for you not to get on the internet and know some shit. You're just dumb because you want to be. So when motherfuckers start trying to laugh at LeBron James because he lost 6 finals, I'm like, well, shit, he won 4 out of 10. That's 40%. That's not as bad as Jerry West, who was 1-9. That's like 11.5% or damn near 12% win percentage in the finals. But like I said, you can't talk to people who think they know shit and they don't know a damn thing. Jerry West won his last NBA finals that he was in. The last one, but he lost 8 straight. So like I said, man, some people don't. Some people think they know, but they don't. Booty Bang, why would we have won the 49ers and Chiefs games if Carr had played? Absolutely. I don't know about winning the Chiefs, but we wouldn't have won a Niner game because I was there. And I'm telling you, Derek Carr wasn't going to lose to the 49ers the way they were playing, bro. Brock Purdy wasn't playing great when we played him. And Jarrett Stidham was doing okay, but the problem with Jarrett Stidham was Jarrett Stidham was fucking holding on to the ball too long, and people was open, man. There was he missed a bunch of people that was open, dog. And Derek Carr wouldn't have did that, dog. Derek Carr would have won that game without question. But hey, you can't tell people who hate somebody that they can do something. Dr. Van said most fluky Super Bowl run ever. Which one? Which Super Bowl run are you talking about? Dr. Van 6-0, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. My MJ was 6-0 in the finals, bro. And the thing about it is, though, he would have been 8-0 if he would have stayed. But stay those 2 years. Dr. Van said New Jersey 1-0. And in the said Flacco. Oh, you talk about Flacco's Super Bowl. Yeah, man, but that was all defense, bro. I mean, that was all defense and special teams. I was with my wife then too, though. Like that Super Bowl against the 49ers, bro. We had just moved into our first apartment together, man. Me and my wife. Well, she wasn't my wife then. She was my girl. And because we met in the same building. Like we lived in the same building. That's how I met my wife. Because she was a tenant in my building and I was a tenant in my building. And so when we finally got our own apartment, man, we got our first apartment we got was brand new. It was brand new building, brand new apartment. Amenities, everything was new. And they had like a these nice complexes. We were in Hollywood, had a really nice complex. And just brand new, like I said, it was when we moved in, they were still painting the place and shit, painting our apartment. But they had like like these common areas and shit where you can go down and they'd have the game on, and you have like I forgot what they're called, but like where the common areas are where you can go in and you can rent them out and all that kind of shit, clubhouse or whatever the fuck. They had a Super Bowl party the first year we was there, and it was the Ravens and the 49ers. At that time, the San Francisco 49ers were undefeated in the Super Bowl. They had never lost a Super Bowl. I had to hear my father. I had to hear my brother. I had to hear my friends. I had to hear everybody I fucking grew up with. We've never lost a Super Bowl. We're 5-0, and you guys are 3-1. No, 3-2. Okay, I had to hear that shit. We don't know how it feels to lose a Super Bowl. So hear that shit all the time, dog. So all right. Wife had already been to Oakland already. I said, babe, today I'm rooting for the fucking Ravens. I hope the Ravens beat the fuck out of the Niners. And when we went downstairs, there was a bunch of Niner fans that was there, and they were talking shit. We got this in the bag. You guys aren't gonna beat us. Man, Ravens was doing what the fuck they needed to do, and then they cut the lights off and shit. When they cut them motherfucking lights off at the Super Bowl, I'm like, man, here we go, man. Next thing you know, click, the lights came back on in the fucking stadium. And after that, we had let me plug my shit in. We had the 49ers come back and have an improbable run to damn near win the Super Bowl, and was one pass interference call away from winning the Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick. But when they lost, I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass off. And guess what? The Niners have lost another Super Bowl since then. They have a 2-0 losing streak in the Super Bowl. Okay, hold on a second. Gotta plug my phone in before it goes dead. Boom, there we go. So that's what's going on with that. But yeah, I was happy about that shit. Say Nikola Jokic. Dr. Van, they got a miracle Hail Mary to beat the Broncos. Jacoby Jones, man, that kickoff, dog. The kickoff coming in, that was right after halftime. And they got the ball. And right before that, Ray Lewis went up to him, patted him on the back, and Jacoby Jones ran that shit back, dog. I was in there laughing, bro. I never laughed so hard at a Super Bowl loss in my life when them Niners lost that shit. Black Raider, if we still had Gruden in the rug, stuff would never happen. We'd be a contender now. Yeah. Henry Ruggs, we was doing shit. But you got to understand, man. Without the NFL's, without the love of the NFL, without the approval of the NFL, we're not winning anything. You have to be a team that the league wants you to win now. You can't win in spite of the NFL, in spite of Major League Baseball, in spite of the NBA. You have to be in good terms with the league. If you're not on good terms with the league, you're not winning nothing, bro. If the Nuggets would have been a team that had all kinds of turmoil, they had players like the Portland Jailblazers getting arrested, and Jamal Murray had problems like Zion Williamson running strippers, and then Jokic was pulling out guns like Ja Morant and all that. They wouldn't have won shit, bro. They wouldn't have won shit. And the Raiders now, we're trying to clean our shit up. We're trying to show Roger Goodell and show the NFL and show the owners that we're not the renegade Maverick Raiders anymore. We're not just trying to fucking just act like we don't be a part of the league, and we play by our own rules and shit. I think we've learned our lesson. Let's come in here and let's clean up all the debris. Let's make ourselves look as clean as possible. Let's bring in a coach who can't coach, but he's a patriot. Let's bring in the GOAT who is never fucking had anything to do with the Raiders, and let him own part of the team. Let's bring in all these former Patriots. Let's clean the roster up. Let's show the league that we are now playing like everybody else. We're not trying to outsmart or outdo or all of that. And guess what? We better win. Because if we lose and we don't win, then that shows me that all this shit was a lie. We're never getting out of the doghouse, so you might as well stay the renegade. You might as well stay the guy who nobody likes, because as soon as you change your fucking shit, you change your clothes, you change your hairstyle, you change how you talk, you change all these things to fit in, and then you still don't fit in, you look like a fucking fool. You were better off being the redheaded stepchild. Dr. Van said, yeah, that Bronco team would have beat San Francisco. Yep. Dr. Van, those turn off lights on bowl with some fishy stuff. Absolutely, man. But Jacoby Jones and them, they were like, it's not going down. So that's what happened. Jay Record, can't wait for the season to begin. Me too. Dr. Van said, y'all should have kept Versace. Yeah, I didn't have a problem. I like Rich. Okay. Is that it? Okay. All right, you guys, man. We'll go ahead and flip through some channels, man. See what else was going on, man. But I just want to come in and talk some hockey. I really enjoyed that game. That was very exciting. And if all hockey games are like that, and you throw in a couple of fights, hockey might be moving up real quick as far as favorite sports. But right now, I was very impressed with what I saw tonight. Salute to Golden Knights for winning their first title, and salute to the Denver Nuggets for winning their first title. But when it comes to football, that's where the love stops, bro. That's where it stops. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. You guys have a good night, man. Match check on filter.